Hey guys, welcome back to Unfiltered American Media. Caroline here, great to see you. Let's dive right in.
So today we got an update on the case involving, E. Jean Carroll. We all remember her. Trump's attorney, Alina Habba, just made some bold statements saying Carroll won't be getting a single penny, not a dime, from her defamation cases against Trump. Now, that's pretty huge in the political world, and it's yet another legal development that's going to result in President Trump taking another victory lap. Let's dive in.
News for you now. An appeals court has just ruled in favor of E. Jean Carroll in her $83 million defamation lawsuit against President Trump. The court ruled against the president's attempt to throw the case out entirely. He had argued that he deserved presidential immunity given the timing of the original verdict, which you recall happened back in January of 2024. Carroll claimed her reputation was severely damaged after the president denied her claim that she was raped in 1996. The more than $83 million award included more than $18 million in emotional and reputational damages and $65 million in punitive damages. No word yet on the president's reaction. We'll let you know if he does.
President Trump and his attorney Alina Habba just dropped a bombshell statement after the appeals court decided Trump owes $83 million in that defamation case. Yeah, we're all familiar with that one. But Trump's lawyer is declaring E. Jean Carroll isn't going to see a dime from Trump, literally nothing. Why? Because President Trump is convinced the whole case was a political hit job and the ruling is total garbage. Trump also claims he's protected by presidential immunity. So in his view, going after a sitting president of the United States for payment just isn't going to fly.
And this is what you were talking about, by the way.
This kills me. This kills me.
This makes
I could not bring this in front of the jury. They would not let me bring.
Just look at her hair before it even plays. That's a crazy person hair. She's crazy.
Even Anderson Cooper couldn't believe what she just said.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob.
You don't feel like a victim.
I was not thrown on the ground and ravished, which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt. I
think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
What? No, watch him cut.
Think of the fantasies.
We're going to take a quick break.
I don't want to be at work today.
That's my favorite part.
By the way, that was my entire defense.
And they wouldn't let you play it.
I was not allowed to play it.
By the way, this is my favorite part. Look what she says to him. Go ahead, Rob.
We're going to take a quick break.
Watch what she says.
We'll talk more on the other side.
Fascinating.
You're fascinating to talk to.
She said that to me.
Jesus.
She said that to me. She said she liked talking to me.
Alina, how much of the $83 million is she going to see?
Zero. And then I'm going to sue for attorney's fees.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Oh, yeah.
So she can't go shopping? No. You mean she can't take Rachel out shopping?
She can't buy her France? Oh, wow. I watched that. I said, Reid Hoffman, I hope you're watching. DNC, I hope you're watching. This is the person. The person you picked.
Yeah.
I couldn't talk about her cat's name. I couldn't talk about that. Yeah, this.
Oh, look at these people, bro.
You've talked about using some of Trump's money that you're about to get to help shore up women's rights. Do you know what that might be, what that might look like?
Yes, Rachel.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Tell me. I had such great ideas for all the good I'm going to do with this money.
Psycho.
First thing, Rachel.
Now, Carroll had already succeeded in holding Trump liable for defamation. And in the trial that followed, a jury handed her $83.3 million. That's a seriously nice payday. So when Habba came out saying Carroll gets nothing, she was clearly challenging whether the award is even enforceable, like whether Carroll can actually collect anything at all. She also went after Carroll personally, calling her crazy and mocking her comments about what she'd do with the money. What makes this even more controversial? Alina Habba didn't just argue about the money. She threw some pretty dismissive language at Carroll, taking personal shots and suggesting Carroll's reputation makes her claims less believable. Now, this woman does seem a bit unhinged. She's made some wild statements on networks like CNN. Some of the things she said are pretty out there. She went on this bizarre rant explaining what she'd do with the money if she ever got it. And while E. Jean Carroll won her cases against Trump, securing over $80 million in damages. Total, again, really nice payday. Maybe she should just take the win and walk away. Nope. Trump's legal team insists the verdict is nowhere near final. Trump's team posted a bond of roughly $91 million, which effectively pauses enforcement of the judgment until the appeal wraps up. And Haba is adamant Carroll isn't getting any of it. Haba painted Carroll as delusional and dishonest, claiming the whole defamation case was politically motivated and designed to destroy Trump. I mean, it makes sense. They were trying everything to stop him. Anything and everything. Now, I think we can all agree Trump is arguably a better man now than he's ever been. I've listened to those old tapes from when he was younger, when he owned pageants and stuff, where he said, "You've got to grab women by the dact." Yeah, I've heard it. It's not AI. It's real. However, I'll just say this. God uses a lot of flawed people. Trump is not Charlie Kirk, okay? He's not that kind of person. But he has kept a lot of his promises to the American people. He's been arguably the most forthright president in history, possibly. So what I think is they knew nothing would stop him, so they tried, okay, well, let's throw this at him. Didn't work. He kept going. That was part of his conviction, believing he had to do it. And he was willing to take the hits, regardless of any past mistakes. He just kept pushing forward. Again, he's not a perfect person. He's not a perfect man. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But he has been the best president so far. And yeah, I believe they were absolutely trying to smear him during the 2024 election. Her comments reflect that. The timing of the lawsuit and the claims she made against him were clearly designed to hurt him politically. Trump is expected to keep pursuing legal action to recover his own costs if his appeal succeeds. Alina Habba and President Trump want E. Jean Carroll to pay for all the legal fees, and they're not backing down. That's pretty brutal. I mean, Trump's had a solid winning streak. What was it, George Stephanopoulos? That was one. ABC settled. Maybe don't lie next time. How about that? Because Trump's not like other politicians who just take the high road. Nope, you hit him, he's hitting back. It's a little different now. Trump's legal team is super confident she's not going to see any of it. We'll have to wait and see if E. Jean Carroll ever gets a dime, a penny, a quarter of that judgment. We'll see. Trump has been on this insane victory tour lately, especially in legal battles against people who tried to take him down. The Department of Justice is also finding issues with people like James Comey and Letitia James. We know I can say this, they committed crimes. I'd say it 100%, but the DOJ can't just say that outright. They have to say they allegedly committed the very same crimes they accused the president of committing.
To myself, like, okay, that's just going to give us more money, honestly.
You got awarded over $83 million from this jury. Trump's obviously appealing. He has the right to do that. Big question over the next couple of weeks, is he going to get a bond for that $83 million? If he doesn't, when could your client see that money or some of it?
So he has two choices. He either has to post a bond, it's called an appellate bond, which requires him to put down 20%, or he has to deposit, which is what he did for the first verdict, the entire amount with the court. So 83 plus 9%, so call it $89 million. If he can't do either of those, then we can start collecting right now, and we will, for sure.
Do you believe he can do either of those?
I don't know. He didn't get a bond last time, so maybe he's going to try to deposit the funds. I don't know what he'll do.
Eugene, one of the paradoxical is probably the best word I can put it, dynamics of this moment for him, for the former president and his legal troubles has been politically, he only seems to get more powerful within the Republican Party. I understand you've been focused on the trial, but do you see that? Do you have concerns, not based on your trial specifically, but just about the fact that this person who you've stared down in a courtroom has only gotten more powerful as all of this has played out, and you've won repeatedly in these cases?
It is a paradox. For him, the courtroom was not a courtroom to him. It was a campaign stop. That was clear. So we had two different objectives. Ours was to win a case. His was to win voters. We'll see how that plays out, that he's using me.
E. Jean Carroll's talking a bunch of nonsense about how Trump is using the courtroom as a campaign stop. I'm pretty sure Trump would have preferred not to be doing that. It just doesn't make sense. I've watched many of Trump's campaigns, many. And during the 2020 debate, when Biden was a bit more mentally sharp, what's interesting to me is Trump got under his skin about crowd sizes. Even during this recent campaign cycle, they brought up crowd sizes a couple times. Some of the liberal moderators did, and Trump didn't like it. He was like, no, I have huge crowds, huge. He really cares about the size of his crowd. So even at the most basic level of his personality, he loves an audience, absolutely loves it. So why on earth would he want to campaign in a courtroom where people are trying to take money from him? It makes zero sense. He'd much rather be campaigning at rallies and packed stadiums instead of sitting in a courtroom for 8 hours straight. Doesn't add up. Now, while she sat on CNN bragging about her future spending sprees, she has to face the very real possibility that she's not going to get anything. Personally, I think that would be amazing and would be some serious poetic justice. That's what I think. What do you guys think? That's my take. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. I do read them all. Thank you so much for watching Unfiltered America Media. I'm Caroline, your host. Stay strong, stay free, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.